This is Eugene Panrudkovich. I'm the laptop screen doc, and the name of the website is www.screensurgeons.com. Today we have Acer Chromebook 11 C740 with a cracked screen, and I'm going to show you how to replace a cracked screen on that Acer Chromebook 11 C740. Okay, before we start, we want to make sure that power is turned off. This doesn't have a hard power switch or removable battery. So if the laptop is on, just do a shutdown through the operating system or do a long press of the power button, about 4 seconds. The second thing is to identify the model number. On the palm rest, it will say C740. There are several versions of the Acer Chromebook 11. Make sure it says C740 on it, and also on the bottom it will say Acer Chromebook C740 series on the label. Okay, let's turn the laptop over and go over the tools we're going to use for this. We have a PH0 electronic screwdriver. PH stands for Phillips and 0 is the size. We have a pair of sharp metal tweezers, that's to manipulate cables and to remove any screws that may be stuck, and also a pointed hobby knife or X-Acto knife, that's to lift up adhesive tape, and it can also be used as a prying tool. Okay, the first order of business is to remove the screen bezel. That's the plastic frame around the screen, and there's no screws securing it, so you don't remove any screws, and you snap the screen bezel off. And to do that, you start on the screen side and use your fingernails to find a place where you can reach in and grab the inside of the screen bezel, and once you do that, gently pull up and out to snap the screen bezel off. And this way, go around the whole screen like so, and the same thing on the bottom. Okay, once you do that, there's a trick. It doesn't come out of the screen assembly easily, so you have to do a couple of things. There's a seam in the back where the screen bezel meets the back of the screen assembly. You gotta make sure that's pried open. And there's 2 seams for the hinge covers. Make sure those are pried open. 1 and 2. And then you have to pull it out. It can be a little bit difficult. So what you can do is use your thumb in here and just push it out. And the same thing here. Just manipulate, and finally, okay, so I just manipulated and pushed it out like this, and it came out. It snaps in a lot easier than it comes out, so to snap it in, you just push it down from the top and it'll snap in. Okay, once we remove the screen bezel, we look at the screen assembly. In order to remove the screen from the screen assembly, we have to remove 4 screws on the sides, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And when you do that, make sure that the screen is tilted back a little bit. And what that does is when all the screws are out, the screen doesn't fall forward on you. So remove the 4 screws. And once the 4 screws are removed, you can gently grab the screen by the sides and gently put it down like so. Once you do that, we need to remove the connector in the back. And to do that, we have to lift up the adhesive tape, and we use our hobby knife to lift up the end of the adhesive tape and use our fingers to gently lift it up, being careful not to damage the connector when we get to it. Okay, once we get to the connector, bend the adhesive tape back, and grabbing the connector by the back, gently pull the connector out until it's removed. Before we go any further, I'm going to show you how to reconnect the connector. To reconnect it, you slide it back in. You'll feel but not hear 2 clicks. And this is a close-up of what a properly connected connector should look like. Pause the video right here to make sure. And there should not be a gap in the seam between the two sides of the connection. Two sides of the connection should be flush with each other. Okay, once again, we pull the connector out and take a look at this screen. This is a 11.6-inch slim EDP screen. The part number is N116BGE-EA2, and this screen has a 30-pin connector. There's another screen that looks almost exactly the same that has a 40-pin connector that's a little bit wider. You got to make sure that you have the 30-pin connector. And the other thing, this screen has a matte finish. Most of the screens sold of this size are matte finish, but sometimes that can be glossy, and that's a matter of personal preference, so you have to specify which one you like. Okay, you can order this screen from us from Screen Surgeons, and what you get with us is this exact same toolkit. Comes included with the screen. We guarantee compatibility. If the screen is not right, we'll get you the right screen. We have a 2-year warranty on our screens, and we have free email technical support. And also we have free shipping in the United States using priority mail, so you get your screen in 2 to 3 days. To order from us, there should be on the upper right hand corner of your video, there should be a little I icon. Press that and there will be a link that will take you directly to the ordering page for the screen. Alternatively, go to www.screensurgeons.com. There'll be a short form for you to fill out, and then they'll guide you to buy the right screen online. If you live outside the United States, just go through the regular checkout procedure and select your country. We can ship to most countries around the world. And finally, these screens are used in school districts often, and we do have special school programs with volume discounts, and we do accept purchase orders. And to get more information, go to the website screensurgeons.com, and there'll be a link at the top for school districts, and just follow the instructions there. Once you do get your screen in, connect the screen like I showed you with the connector. Mount the screen in the screen assembly, put the 2 screws in at the top, 2 at the bottom, and then snap the screen bezel back on. So to snap it on, you have to push it down so it's engaged on the bottom, and then snap it in. And also you may have to go to the bottom and engage again the hinge covers in the bottom of the screen, but it should be okay. Alright, that's it. Once again, my name is Eugene Panrutkiewicz. I'm the laptop screen doc, and the name of the website is www.screensurgeons.com. Thank you very much, and good luck.